The 2025 NBA draft is nearly here, and some great young talent is about to join the NBA. The Los Angeles Lakers don't control their first-round pick this year, so they're going to have to wait until pick number 55 in the second round. Unlike the leagues like the NFL, it's very rare to find impact players in the second round, especially late in the second round. However, it's not impossible. Austin Reaves is one of the Lakers' best players, and he was an undrafted free agent signing. With that in mind, Los Angeles should take their second-round pick seriously. Many expect the team to target a big man due to their need at center, but they could also use more shooting, especially if they end up trading Dalton Knecht or Reaves this offseason. In Sports Illustrated's latest mock draft, they project the Lakers to select Alabama guard Mark Sears. He was highly productive in college, having averaged 21.5 points per game in 2023-24 and then 18.6 points per game last season. He's also a solid shooter who is 37.5% of his three-point shots over his college career. He's an older rookie at 23 years old, but he could be a player who can quickly find a role for himself on the team. Scouting report on Sears. Sears was a consensus first-team All-American for his work last season. He had previously declared for the 2023 NBA draft, but decided to return to Alabama. He doesn't have a ton of upside, but he could make sense for a team that in the playoffs last season like the Lakers. In Bleacher Report's scouting report on Sears, they express concern about his size, but believe his toughness could help him carve out a role in the NBA. Overall, Sears projects as a plug-and-play combo guard who can generate offense on his own or fit alongside stars, Bleacher Report wrote. While he may face questions defensively in the NBA, his toughness and competitiveness will help offset some of those concerns. As a 23-year-old, fifth-year senior, Sears won't surprise anyone with a high floor. That's to be expected. But his place in the league could also be that of a trusted secondary playmaker. And if he earns that trust early, his ceiling could rise, and he could own that role for a decade to come. Sears compared to Trey Burke. Sears is simply too small to have too much upside as an NBA player, but there are some smaller players having success. Bleacher Report believes that Sears compares favorably to Orlando Magic guard Trey Burke. At 6'0", 185 pounds, Trey Burke is a natural pro comparison for Sears. But size isn't all that matters here, Bleacher Report wrote. It's their scoring instincts, isolation prowess, and pick-and-roll authority that all give off similar vibes despite being undersized guards. Like Burke, Sears has deep shooting range and a knack for hitting tough, contested looks. They also share a fearless mentality and a tendency to rise in big moments, despite defensive limitations. Sears' best chance at becoming a longtime NBA player is to be a great shooter, so he needs to continue to work on that part of his game. The Los Angeles Lakers are the betting favorites to land Miami Heat All-Star Bam Adebayo via trade, according to online sportsbook Bovada. The Lakers, plus 190, own the shortest odds, followed by the Grizzlies, plus 260, Spurs, plus 300, Kings, plus 375, Mavericks, plus 475, Bulls, plus 1,000, and Celtics, plus 1,600. To match Adebayo's $37 million salary, 2025-26, the Lakers, a first-apron luxury tax team, could realistically package Austin Reaves, Rui Hachimura, and Maxi Kleber, along with a 2031 unprotected first-round pick and a 2028 first-round pick swap. It's worth noting that Adebayo has a 3-year, $165 million extension that will kick in at the start of the 2026-27 season, running through 2028-29. During this time frame, the defensive ace will make an average salary of $55 million, meaning the Lakers, or any other team, would be better off trading for him before the new extension. Will Heat ever move Bam? While it is fun to speculate, the likelihood of the Heat trading Bam Adebayo, their homegrown all-star, is bleak at best. After the Lakers were eliminated from the playoffs, The Athletic's Jovan Boha discussed the possibility of Adebayo playing next to Luka Doncic and LeBron James. I think he'd be good next to Luka because they're both all-star, all-NBA guys, and they're both smart and they can make it work, Boha said of Adebayo via Basket News. I think Bam is not enough of a lob threat for what the Lakers would want. Defensively, he'd be great because he's a great defender, but I don't know if they could get him. From a trade perspective, I don't really see LA having enough to offer to Miami. The Lakers beat writer conceded that a package of Reeves, connect, and draft assets may not be enough to pry Adebayo away from South Beach. I don't think Miami is doing that, he stressed. Lakers desperately need size. Whether it's Adebayo or another center, the Lakers have a desperate need for a true center going into the 2025-26 season. The Lakers' lack of size and rim protection was a big talking point after their first-round playoff series loss to the Timberwolves. Lakers GM Rob Pelinka admitted in his postseason press conference that his team needed to add a center to compete with the powerhouses of the West. I think in terms of center traits, it would be great to have a center that was a vertical threat, lob threat, and someone that could protect the interior defensively. I think those would be keys, Pelinka said, via Lakers Nation. But there's multiple different types of centers that could be very effective in the league. There's also spread centers that can protect the rim. We'll look at those as well. I wouldn't want to limit the archetype, but we know we need a big man. According to Anthony Irwin of Clutch Points, teams realize that the Lakers are desperate for size and could therefore increase their asking price in potential trades. A former NBA executive discussed the issue in an interview with Irwin. The whole league knows that not only do the Lakers need a starting center and probably a backup, but they need to bring someone in who Luka is going to want to play with. They basically have to hope someone else reaches their current level of desperation so that the talks can be held on even footing. As Miami Heat star Andrew Wiggins has reportedly been made available in trade talks, there is one team that has shown interest in acquiring the former champion with the Golden State Warriors. With the immense rumors about the Lakers and looking to improve, it looks as if the team sees Wiggins as a potential acquisition. According to Clutch Point senior Lakers insider Anthony F. Irwin on his show Lakers Lounge, Los Angeles has checked on Wiggins and even has asked Miami about what the price would be. He would go on to say that with the team's ties with Heat president Pat Riley, since he was the head coach of the Lakers from 1981 to 1990, the franchise is gauging what he saw from Wiggins ever since he was traded to Miami in the Jimmy Butler deal. I will say that the Lakers, again, because of their relationship with Pat Riley, I would imagine they are very well in tune with what Pat thinks of what he saw from Andrew Wiggins, which I don't think was all that great, Irwin said. I don't know, but the Lakers have checked in on him. They have asked about what the price would be. In practice, the thing with Wiggins is that the practical application of Andrew Wiggins isn't always what the theoretical Andrew Wiggins gets hyped up to be, Irwin continued. And you arrive at a pretty meh experience sometimes. Lakers with interest in Heat's Andrew Wiggins. While the Lakers have rumors surrounding such players as Austin Reeves, the primary goal is to continue to build around Luka Doncic and LeBron James. Wiggins has been a productive player, but Irwin has some concerns in regards to how driven he is, which the team takes very seriously. Have I heard of any interest in him? I think right now the Lakers are interested in any athlete, Irwin said. But there have been some other situations there where it's like you aren't necessarily sure if basketball is the highest priority, and when you have a guy making that much money, like I better eat, sleep, and breathe the sport, Irwin continued. So some of those questions about how driven he is, those are the kinds of things that the Lakers take very seriously. At any rate, Los Angeles looks to improve after a disappointing early playoff exit after finishing third in the West.